Hello, darling hearts, Gaps coach Emma here, Timeless Cookery. Are you feeling the pinch? Are you like tightening the belt? Because it's costing more when you go shopping, isn't it? And it's a bit like, where's this going? It's a bit scary. I've been noticing it. Do you know how much food we waste in this country? I've just been looking it up. It's just like, what? I'm just unbelievable. Apparently, 9.5 million tonnes of food just gets chucked away every year. So that's approximately what that's £496 worth of food per household per year. Hi Angie, gets just chucked in the bin because people buy things and then they read the sell-by dates and they believe them. So when are we going to come to our senses? Literally come to our senses and stop being told what to do by the machine and numbers, right? You open up, you look at a pack of something, you open up, you smell it, you look at it, you go, maybe that's, maybe that, I've done this loads of times, pack of livers, for instance, and I haven't got around to cooking it, and maybe it's gone slightly discoloured, maybe it's got a little bit of, maybe it feels a bit slimy maybe, and I'm like, not sure about that. But I ran it under the tap, I give it a wash, and I smell it, and I go, you know what, that's pretty good. And then I'd cut off a little bit and I offer it to my dog, and if my dog eats it, I go, right, I'm having it. Right, my dog's not going to eat gone off meat. I know they've got much stronger constitutions than we do, human beings, but I'm strong and I can handle it, and I ain't throwing something away because there's a number on it from the supermarket that says I'm supposed to eat it by that date. So yeah, we all got to come to our senses. Apparently it's £1.36 worth of food per day that the average household just scrapes into the bin and throws away. That's £9.50 a week. My Timeless Cookery Club is £8 a week. What are people thinking? I never throw any food away. I throw away the peelings sometimes. Well, I don't. I put them on the compost heap. And sometimes the back end of the stock pot goes to my dogs, or it goes to the pigs. So that's not even thrown away. What a waste. It's depressing, isn't it? It's depressing. So I got depressed actually this morning. Actually, it was yesterday. I ate some chocolate because I was going out to a salsa class in the village, and I thought I'm going to have a little bit of chocolate because usually it perks me up, but unfortunately I slightly overdid it, and then I was awake nearly all night fretting about the state of the world, and I got up feeling really low, and I know what it's like when you feel low and depressed, because I have been in a state where literally I couldn't put food in my mouth because I would dissolve into tears. And anyone who is depressed out there, I want you to know that it's a physiological condition. That means you're a bit poisoned, you're a bit deficient, you're a bit toxic, and you're a bit deficient. That means you need more building blocks from nourishing foods like butter, like goose fat, like duck fat, like lard and tallow, coconut oil, egg yolks, honey, stock, meats, fermented dairy, cultured cream. Oh my God. You need more of those building blocks, and then you need to work on detoxification, which we can use binders, and we use omega oils to up your vitality. And we use coffee enemas as well, which are rather groovy. I don't know if you're into that, but I've got to tell you, they're the bee's knees. But anyway, if you are depressed, I want you to know that you don't have to be depressed forever, because I've been there and I know what it's like. And it feels as though the world is just all wrong. Everything's wrong. There was a point when I felt loveless, homeless, friendless, penniless, everything less. But actually, I had a flat in Fulham, and I had loads of friends, and I had work in the entertainment industry. I was playing a doctor in a medical drama. That's another story. I'll tell you that one another day. Honestly. So I had lots of everything, but I was miserable as sin, and it's because I was poisoned and deficient. And when we heal the gut, hi Angie, everything is wrong in this world. That's what it feels like. Everything looks like it's wrong, but actually, when you start to get your omegas, get those good fats, get the stock, get the ferments into you every day. Those ferments help to actually break down the glyphosate, the pesticides, the bad stuff that's in you, and you start to perk up. The world starts to look like a different place. I absolutely promise you this is possible. What we're going to do is get off the grains. The grain is causing the pain. The grains are microdosing us. Unless you know a beautiful grower who's growing heritage grains with absolutely clean practices and who is fermenting those grains for over, well, really, did you know that the French, to make French bread, they ferment their bread? I don't know how they do it. I really would like to know. I'm going to go and talk to a boulangerie when the next time I go. They ferment it for over 72 hours, and it takes the lectin content from like 700 parts per million for a mouthful of bread to 4 parts per million or something like that, which is something we can cope with, you know. So yeah, the lectins are in the grains, are grabbing hold of your hormones so that they're not available to you. The lectins in the grains are sticking to stuff and causing plaques in the brain. That eventually leads to dementia. Eventually, they're also sticking to the hormones that tell you you've had enough to eat. So, and they're also microdosing us with pesticides and herbicides, and that's the thing. But a really good thing which you all should do is take cider vinegar. And also wash all your vegetables in vinegar. So you get the vegetables, if you can't afford organic, get the best you can, and then chuck them in the washing up bowl with a big cup full of white vinegar, the cheapest vinegar you can get hold of. You can pick up really, really cheap vinegar, yeah, just a cup of vinegar, and let them sit there, and that will neutralise any residues of pesticides, herbicides and bad stuff on the fruits and vegetables. And then oftentimes, you know, it's a good idea to peel, especially non-organic vegetables, you might as well peel them. And then try to take cider vinegar. Now, don't take the cheap vinegar internally. Go and invest in some cider vinegar with the mother, because that is alive. It's a live food. It's got enzymes in it, and that vinegar is going to help to get rid of the toxins inside you too. Cider vinegar and honey. My mum told me about that, like when she was, before I was born even. So that's like a 60-year-old remedy, that is. Anyway, rather than wasting £1.63's worth of food per day as an average household, right, which equates to about £9.50 a week, I heartily encourage you to spend £8 a week on joining my Timeless Cookery Club so you can get more hot tips, just like this one. I'm just about to launch a course called Feed the Fam for Less, which is going to give you tips like how to get 5 meals out of 1 chicken. I'm not joking. For a family of 4, say. How to get fish into the equation affordably, because it's quite expensive fish, isn't it? It's very important for your omegas, you know, the fish. And other amazing hot tips of how to do gaps on a budget. And you don't have to be full gaps. And there's no such thing as doing gaps properly. I covered this on my last video. There's no such thing as doing it perfectionistly. We just want to make the steps to start to use these principles, yeah? So join me at timelesscookery.com or talk to me. Say hello in the comments here if you're interested in the Feed the Fam for Less course, which is starting in the next week. And I will send you the details. It's super affordable and it comes with one-to-one coaching. That'll be good. Love you lots, darlings, and speak to you soon. Okay, bye.